One of the easiest institution that we have in Nigeria is the institution of making promises, because it is very, very simple to make promise in Nigeria, but the execution of that place wahala dey. And it's normal thing, for Nigeria. In fact, Nigerians are already used to failed promises, especially from our politicians and leaders, because every time they promise us something, even though when we know say this promise say no go fulfill am, but we just try to give ourselves hope say magic go fit happen and say they go fit fulfill the promise. And so this same thing now, the Super Falcons are now complaining about. You remember that some few weeks ago the Super Falcons was all over the internet because of their winning of the AFCON Women Championship League. They won, and then their celebration was all over the internet in Nigeria. And in the euphoria and in that joyous moment, the federal government made promises to them. The Governors Forum of Nigeria made promises to them, and a whole lot of other maybe persons made promises to them. And right now, those promises, none of them has been fulfilled. Yes, and they are now saying that abego, make dem no forget say they make promises to them, and these promises need to be fulfilled, especially that $100,000. Very, very important. Very, very, very important. But guys, before we go forward with this gist, if you're yet subscribed on this channel, if you're listening for the first time, please right now like this video, subscribe, and also turn on the post notification bell so that you get notified anytime we drop an amazing content just like this one. So right now, the Super Falcons, speaking through their captain in one of the recent interviews that the captain granted. The interview was with Chude, and then she was stating that all the promises where the government don't promise them. Let me count it for you guys. $100,000 that federal government promised them, and also apartment for each of them that the government also promised them, and also a national honors that was conferred on them. I think that one has been fulfilled because it does not take money to do that one ahead. So I think the national honors that was conferred on them, and then the Nigerian governors from them went ahead and then promised them some millions of naira. I think it was 10 million naira, be 15 million naira each. So we're going to each of them. Until now, they are stating that none, chishi, like nothing has been fulfilled, that it is still on the way. They are having hope. Just as they have hope, say one day they will fulfill all the promises they made to us when they do campaign. So they are having hope, say it is still in process. Say they go still fulfill them. So all those people that are now heaping expectations on them, all those people that have already in their head calculated the percentage that they are going to collect, especially family members, close friends and relatives, that they tell them now, say the money never drops. So make una still keep una expectation. Hold them to una money, now just keep una expectation. Hold them tight because the money never drop. If the money drop in here, you go fee start they call them for phone. And you know that we live largely in an African setting whereby we have this family orientation. Like Africa is a family oriented continent in the sense that once any member of the family has it, there is a responsibility of that member of the family to make sure that those who do not have it are taken care of. Like that is just the orientation that every normal African home has. So as this $100,000 now government don't promise them, the moment when they hit their accounts, they know that family has some percentage, maybe friends have some percentage, and the relatives have some percentage, and then the rest of the other percentage will not be on them, and then their fans also have some percentage, because you go drop something for fans now. So that is the culture that we live in Africa, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. Like, it's not a bad thing. Like, it's a family orientation that should be upheld. But based on our white people now, like let's say foreign clients, like somebody said your papa, like if you like win millions of naira, you can confidently and boldly keep the money to yourself, and nobody is going to witch hunt you that you are greedy, that you are selfish, or that you are this. But God try am for Naija. If you try for Naija, they go disown you. They'll tell you that, who do you think you are? Na me baff you. They go remind you saying that them say it's small. That's the way they baff you. That's the way they play with your naked self around the compound. But now you don't feel say don't make them now. You couldn't do any. They go yab your laugh tire. Well, guys, like It's actually fun. Like it's actually a blessing to be in Africa, the family-oriented continent. Well, guys, what is your take about this in the comment section? And now, regarding to this supposed unfulfilled promise, you remember that this was the same thing that Choma Ajunwa suffered. Yes, Choma Ajunwa suffered the same fate. Who was promised a three-bedroom apartment since 1996 or thereabouts, and it was 20-something years later, 2025, that that promise was fulfilled. Like you can imagine that, like that extent of delay, 20-something years, government delayed in fulfilling the promise that it made to her. And we are just hoping that our Super Falcons will not suffer the same fate. Well, we are in the era of social media, and it's easy for them to call out the government. And to further back it up, election is just around the corner. So Tinubu will make sure that he fulfills that promise so that he can use that as one of his campaign manifestos for the next general election. Too much sense no go Kim. Well, guys, I'm in the comment section waiting for your thoughts. Don't forget to like and share this video and subscribe on this channel if you're used to do so. I'll see you next time.